to sow $10, I would appreciate that. And I'm gonna be asking throughout the show, so I appreciate that, guys. All right, Daryl Moore. Now, here's what we're gonna do. I've never done this before.
Okay. Me either.
So what we're gonna do? I got Daryl's consent to do this. Okay, I'm not sideswiping him. We're gonna let the cards. Thank you, Fresh Strawberries. We're gonna let the cards lead us in the conversation. All right. All right. This about to be this. All right.
Let
Spirit,
let me get a drink.
Spirit, what do you have for us to talk about?
Yeah, buddy.
All right, I'm gonna do one more time, and we're gonna pull. Me too, the Good Hood Project. Me too. Because I believe that a lot of times, even though, oh shoot, all right. The first card, the Six of Wands. Now, for me, the Six of Wands is a promotion card. All right, it's the Six of Wands when people see you. They recognize the hard work you've been doing. Okay? The Justice card came up. Now, hold on. Okay, let me calm down. But the Justice card came up, and then the Eight of Wands came up when things move quick. So let me just say something to you, Daryl. Now, oh boy. Thank you guys. Somebody, thank you. I'm not going to call your names out, but I'm seeing that you guys are sewing. Thank you very much. Let me say this for you, Daryl. I don't care what happens in the future. Justice is going to be public for you. And it's going to be quick. It's going to be quick. Don't you worry about nothing, okay? Don't you worry about nothing. Now, we're going to talk because, and Daryl already know I'm going to ask him about this because, now, Daryl, word on the street is you did some really questionable things, and you're moving, and we're going to be careful how we talk about it. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. But let me say this. It's going to be public, and it's going to be seen, and you're going to get justice, okay? All right? So let's get into it.
Love you too.
Let's get into it. How it seems like you have been, and for the sake of legal things, we won't name any names right now unless you want to. Out of all the people that have spoken out, spoken up, and said the things, you are the one that has been picked on legally. Why do you feel like that's the case?
It's not how many people listen to you, it's who listens to you. And when your voice carries weight, it scares evil people. Not talk, because from the time I was a child till now, I'm a grown man. It carries weight. It's heard in rooms I've never even set foot in.
Right.
That's what scares people.
Okay. Gotcha. How does that feel as a human? Because, and this is not an interview, so I'm going to put myself in.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I feel like for me, people don't understand that when you put yourself out there as a front runner, as a voice, you take a lot of hits personally.
A whole bunch of hits.
How does that feel as a human emotionally? That it feels like you're carrying a load of the entire YouTube platform legally,
or the universe on your shoulders. It's like a couple of years ago, I did an interview with Essence Magazine, and the title of the story was called "Heavy is the Head That Wears the Crown," and they were talking about black men and dealing with depression, and because it's something that's really not talked about in our community, and when you step into a certain arena, when you take on a certain mantle, it comes with a weight. And sometimes that weight can feel like it's overtaking you. But that's when you have to rely on your faith. And that's when you got to pray. And that's when you got to sometimes cry out, cuss.
Hi, everyone. How are you doing? Hi. Welcome. I totally agree, Shanice. I totally agree with you on that. Okay. So let's get to remember, you guys, if y'all looked at my other videos, you guys, we've been talking about Psalms 35 and James 2 and 13. All right. So Psalm 35 says, Lord, fight against those that fight against me. All right. So that's our scripture for today. Psalms 35 and James 2 and 13. Those that don't show mercy, judgment shall come upon them. Judgment shall come to those that don't show mercy. Mercy. Exactly. That really disappointed me. But like I said earlier today, people have free will and I just have to pray. Okay. So I came on tonight, you guys, because I was asked a question today while I was busy, right? So, from a very special person, right? So I wanted to come on here, and I don't know why this person is defending him when others are saying things because this don't have anything to do with him, period, so, but to each his own, so, but I did respond and say this didn't have anything to do with you, but let's talk about the tarot card reading first, since you guys jumped on that first, right? And since I played the video here. All right, so the audio. All right, so this is the question I was asked. I'm going to go ahead and say that first. I was asked what, let me read to you verbatim. I don't want to be saying things that are not correct. We're going to get on all of this, right? Even Conscious TV too as well. Okay, I was asked today, what would Vincent gain by lying and exposing himself to the public? All right, so if you guys can answer that question, what would Vincent gain by lying and exposing himself to the public? What is he trying to gain by doing all this stuff, right? So anyway, so you guys post your answers in the comment. You guys are more than welcome to come down and comment, say whatever you want to say. Feel free, however you want to be on this channel, okay? I welcome all followers. There's no blocking, not too tough. If you get out of hand, then I got a problem, okay? All right, so but I think I did put Lala in time out, but I don't know if I blocked her or not, but I did put her in time out because her and Daryl was like going back and forth, right? But anyway, so feel free. I don't know if she's out of time out, he, she, or whoever it is. I don't know if it was a man behind the screen. I don't know. But the name was Lala. Okay. So anyway, so Shanice posted about the tarot card reading that was done on Vincent's channel, right, with the Daryl Moore and Vincent interview, right? So everybody was up in arms saying, "Oh, why are you doing a tarot card reading? Blah blah blah. People are praying for you, Daryl. Da da da. They were saying all kinds of stuff, right? Come on, post your answers. I want you to post your answers, people. Those that are in the window watching, post your answers. What do Vincent have to gain from this? All right. So we sitting there, we're watching this, and I saw the comments and stuff on there. They was very grieved by this. These are people that don't believe in tarot card readings and all of this witchcraft and these voodoos and inviting spirits into your home and conjuring up and calling forth and necromancing and all kinds of stuff. They are not really like, hey, into all that. Right. So they was in the chat. I got a phone call. I'm telling you guys, this was so serious, right? So I'm just sitting here just like, okay, so Vincent said, Daryl, I already got Daryl permission to do this. So I don't know if he was playing or what, but it just seemed like he really wasn't reading Daryl. I mean, because uh, we all could have said whatever he was saying. Like, it just wasn't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I'm just so like done with his foolishness, right? Vincent foolishness. It's just foolishness. So anyway, so I'm just looking at it. He's sitting there talking about, oh, this is what he said, you guys. Spirit. What he say? He called on the spirit world. He said, Spirit, what do you have for us? Right? He was calling on the spirit. I know, right? We all had to get off of there, right? But I had to stay on. I stayed on there. Okay. I stayed on that show, right? Because I wanted to watch it in entirety, but it just seemed much more of him doing tarot card reading, asking for $88. Right. And so my thing is, we all was disturbed because Daryl Moore entertained Vincent. Vincent is more welcome to, well, I can't say that. I can't say he welcome, but if that's what Vincent do, that's just what Vincent does, right? But people got kind of grieved by Daryl and kind of inviting that type of stuff into his life when we have uh hold on, you guys. Hold on, let me turn this volume down on the other phone. Exactly that part. Out here talking about people's health and sex lives over and over. If you think any of this is godly, then y'all need help. Christians, ain't nobody said they was a Christian. Ain't nobody said they were a Christian. What you upset about, Sadie? Talking about people's health and sex lives over and over again. Whose health? Whose sex lives? Okay, you got to be clear on what you're saying, Sadie. All right, so I don't know who Sadie talking about. I don't know if it's towards who. I don't know, Sadie, but give me a clear answer, clear kind of comment so I can just be very clear on what you're saying. Okay, so anyway, so I'm like, okay, I'm just looking like I just cannot believe Daryl Moore is inviting this type of act in his life, after what he's been going through. So I did get the news to what's going on in his life, and what's going to happen with the court situation with Larry Reid, but that happened before he did those tarot card readings. Let me read your comment. Yeah, that's what somebody else said. Somebody else said he did never answer the part when Daryl said, will he ever have grandchildren? And see, that's the thing right there. When you are tapping into um you're being, see, now that question right there that Daryl asked, I think he was a bit reaching, like into the dark realms. For me, I'm just giving you my understanding, like that's a bit reaching, right? And which can be that situation about children having kids, and are you gonna ever have grandkids? That's logical, right? That's logical. Like, all he had to do is just ask his children, are you guys gonna bring me some grandkids in the house? That wasn't necessary. Some people can go overboard when it comes to seeking out information. Some stuff you could just completely ask without have to seek a psychic or a prophet for any answers, right? So exactly, Vincent want to be the next Cleo. So but we discussed this before I came live for a couple of days after that happened, that we believe that Daryl Moore was in his not in his feelings, but he's also in a vulnerable place right now, right? And that's what we're gonna get to it. This is what we're gonna get to. He's in a vulnerable place right now, and he's being attacked. And we do believe that. He's being attacked on every side. I never known Daryl to be interested in tarot card reading, much as he talked about Larry, doing the numbers and numerology or stuff like that. I never known him to be into any type of wickedness or anything like that. I never know him to do that. But at this point, I think he's in a vulnerable place right now. And I do believe that he has a heart, a good heart. Like, I'm righteous at that. I do believe that. I may be wrong for some others, but I do believe that. And I just believe that he's in a vulnerable place right now. And Vincent took that opportunity to invite wickedness into his life. Okay? Unfamiliar spirits. He may say, oh, this ain't unfamiliar. This ain't the devil. I mean, will you, just like Saul seeked out a witch. When God shut, I'm just saying, y'all, come on. When God don't want to talk to you no more, right? And you ain't heard from God, what y'all do? Y'all go out there and seek out these witches and warlocks and go to these psychics and stuff like that. Yeah, it seemed like Daryl was a bit uncomfortable, but it seems like then this, I'm gonna go put it out here. This is the conversations that we were having, right? It just seems like, after, what's his name, Vincent. Look, I don't forgot the man's name, but after Vincent wrote the letter to the court to help Daryl, it just seemed like he felt like he owed Vincent something. You don't owe Vincent anything. God's blessing does not bring forth sorrow. You don't have to bend to get anything from the Lord. If he felt uncomfortable, he did not have to do that. You don't have to bend. There's no need to bend. like you wrote the letter based on what? To do what? And then you inviting this. I mean, this whole scenario is so manipulative that it just grieving everybody's spirit. Like, first Vincent comes out, hey, I'm this guy that slept with Larry, and he been sleeping with me the whole time, and 13 years and 14 years, I was 23, 24, 25, So this guy that comes out with these stories about his relationship with this guy, Larry, he had been staying with, living with, and having sex with while Larry was married. So he comes out, he started telling us all this stuff, telling all his bedroom stories, telling us how he loves to masturbate now since Larry didn't want him to masturbate. He was saying all this stuff here. So then he goes and change. He started doing tarot card readings. I'm like, what is going on? Then he started inviting witches, prophetess witches on his platform. I'm like, what is going on here? What? What kind of mess is this? Are you a numerologist, Yvonne? We have been misrepresented by LOR and his people. LOR is a pipe piper leading his Christian followers to metaphysics. That's not okay. I know a lot of people talk about metaphysics too. Yeah. All right. Hi, Angela. Hi. So anyway, so he goes on and he switches up for some reason, right? But this is the ordeal of this whole thing right here, y'all. This is the reason why I came on. The reason why I came on, because I was asked this question. What do Vincent have to gain from lying and exposing himself? What do we have to gain from all of this? Someone gave me an answer and said, Vincent wants to gain recognition. I said, pity, sympathy, right? And I also said that he's playing victim, right? And we know what people do when they play victim, right? They want attention. They try to gain our trust, right? So he has to find a way to gain our trust, right? For what reason? For what reason? Why would he do that? Why would what's the dude name? Hill. Vincent, right? Oh my God. Vincent Hill wants to gain our trust. Exactly. They tell us what we want to hear. Exactly that part. Why would he want to gain our trust? And then he actually takes advantage of a vulnerable guy like Daryl and try to read him. Where all this coming from? Like first he crying about Larry, next he over here calling Conscious a Tamu witch and an eBay witch, and now he's over here looking like a penny loafer witch. Come on now, we got to make this make sense. Like father, like son, we got to make it make sense. He gained followers. He did. He gained followers. And this is the same guy that was living inside Larry Reid's home, right? When this incident happened. This is the same guy, the same person that was living in Larry's home when these three boys allegedly got molested. This is the same guy. So just to say, right? Just to say, all right, because Vincent say he didn't have nothing to do with it. He don't remember. Just to say, he everybody calling Larry the predator, but this man here was dating Larry and they was together. He started the show. So just to say that they both are predators. I'm I'm just saying, right? Like I, I'm just saying. You said, Glory, that is not true at all. Spiritual practitioners, many of us are gifted and honest. Just to say, like, he calling Larry a predator. He calling Larry, he's saying Larry groomed him. Larry did all this stuff to him. Larry did this, Larry did that. So that he could play he could play with us. He could play with our intelligence. Predators seek people that have been traumatized, that have been victims, that are victims of crimes, sexual acts. This is a sign of predatory behavior. Okay? You can't be someone that sat up in a house with a guy that allegedly molested three boys and you was the same age Larry. Come on, I'm just trying to make this make sense. But somebody asked me, what do we have to gain from this? That's what predators do. That's what they do. That's how they play the game. He goes to Levante with this sad stories. Oh, I would done the same way. Your big old grown said, was you in SpongeBob's draws too? He was a preacher. He was prophesying just like Larry. Was it nothing different? Nothing was different. What do he have to gain? Trust. I was trust. Let me tell this pity pat story so they can fall for me. So I can get them to be so I can get them to forget, like he tried to do Levante. Forget that I was in the house with Larry. I participated. He spiritually abused Levante. Allegedly, he helped Larry groom this guy. Come on now, these little boys. What do we have to gain from it? This is predatory behavior. All of it is. I don't know. What y'all got going on in y'all head, but some of y'all better wake up because I'm not buying it. Okay, I'm not gonna buy it. Cause stop selling these lies to me now. I'm not buying it. Cause my homeboy Daryl over there in a vulnerable place, he playing with him, right? He playing. Now we ain't out here playing on the internet when it come to Daryl Moore, right? We ain't out here playing when it come to Daryl. He can write all letters he want to make himself look like he's innocent. He can write how many letters he want to make a plea deal with the feds. He can write how many he want, but he still was in the house with Larry when all this stuff happened, and he played a part in this. Then he go to say, but I told y'all that. But I said that. That's the same thing Larry keeps saying. I told y'all about everything. He said the same thing. What I never heard him one time say that he remember Larry Reid texting him and saying, hey, can you send Levante over here in the room? He never admitted to that. All he keep talking about what Larry Reid did to him sexually. And then he can masturbate now because Larry wouldn't let him masturbate. This is an overgrown man. Now, this man grown. Should be a granddaddy by now. Overgrown dude. Sitting there in the house with Larry. He's trying to move himself away from the situation. No. This is predatory behavior. So I'm just saying, this is a guy that came from a house of Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Allegedly, right? This is the guy that dated Larry for 13 years and known him for many more years after that, and helped him get the Larry Reid show, Larry Reid live show. So all of a sudden he hurt. Larry owed him some money. He wants to come out here and gain our trust. He wants to have us to feel sorry and all this for him. I'm not going to feel sorry for a predator. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not going to feel sorry for nobody that spiritually abused Levante and others, allegedly. I'm not going to feel sorry for you. And you have to respect that. You was in that house. You can write 15 letters for Daryl. But you know who testimony going to help Daryl? Those victims' testimony is what going to help Daryl. Because they're going to ask you where you was. Wait a minute. You in the house too? And how old you was? Come on now. You were preaching and prophesying. You had your, what it's called, a minister license. He already knew what to do. He came from a family that knew ministry. Come on now. So I'm just saying, I'm just trying to make this make sense. Called everybody else witches, and he's sitting over there he looked like a fifth grade witch. That what he looked like. Talking about, I see justice in your future. You see justice. Like, that ain't. And then, y'all, let me tell you what he said. So he gonna tell Daryl he see justice after the fact, right? After the fact. That's how they do. Them psychics do or whatever. But he don't have no power. Okay. So anyway, so hold on. Hold on, you guys. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this video up because I really want you guys to hear this right here. Let me turn the volume down. All right, you said represent us as a spiritual practitioner. What is this? Hold on, let me read these comments. Vincent came out with that about Larry to open up his platform. Exactly that part. He came out about that to open up his platform so he can get people on his platform. That's what he came out for. He doing the exact same thing that Larry Reid does. Everything is the same. Ain't nothing different. Ain't nothing different. Period. up here reading St. James, trying to read St. James. St. James said, not today, baby. You're not going to read me. Okay. All right. So anyway, so I want to say, hold on. Get stuff up with Daryl. Doesn't know it. Yeah, he was making stuff up. He was just saying the same thing everybody else been saying. That's a little, y'all. Don't fall for the gusto. Don't fall for Vincent lies and those little prophetess witches he be having on his platform. Don't be falling for that mess. Don't fall for it. Period. Cause he's a liar, and the truth ain't in him. And that's my opinion, and that's fact too. Cause you was in the house with Larry. But you a victim. You maybe was a victim before you met him, but you sure wasn't one sitting up there being yeah, my other phone went dead. I can't even look it up now. So anyway, my other phone went that's the phone I use for my when I look up words and definitions. And so it said Daryl will jump on anyone's live if they are against LR. It said he should have left all of them alone and put the same energy into his own kids who suffered the same abuse he claims LR did. Just my opinion. It said I agree. It said please read my previous comment. I am not taking up for Vincent LR. Okay, I'm trying to read your comments. Yvonne, hold on, let me see. Okay, you said I think that Christians should not blur the lines. It bothers me again. LRL them have been blurring the line. He said the LRS don't represent us. Okay. It is not true. Okay, he said they tell you what they want to hear. He did it good. I grew up in Kojic. Okay, anyway, so you said please read my previous comment. I mean, you can say what you want to say. I don't care what you say in the chat. And whoever side you on, be on their side. It doesn't bother me at all. Period. I mean, because I'm not on no one side anyway. I'm just commentating and putting it out here because I was questioned today about what do he has to gain, like from lying and exposing himself. First of all, we already knew Vincent was gay anyway, same-sex lover anyway. We already knew that. So what's the point of him keep going on and on telling her that he putting dishes up his butt and then saying he's so happy to masturbate? Like that's something to feel free. Like really? Like how is that going to benefit us? Everything that he's saying out of his mouth right now is not effective. It's not moving us towards greatness. It's moving us towards sexual immortality. That's what it that's where we're headed to with his content. So I'm just saying I don't trust predators. I don't trust nobody that was in the house when an alleged predator supposedly had molested three men, three boys or whatever, three boys. I don't trust nobody like that. And I don't. And I told them, hey, I don't trust them. And I don't trust them. I don't have to. This is the same guy that forgot about Larry even texted him and said, hey, send Levantre over here. He's going to deny it. He's going to always deny it. He act just like Larry. Just like Larry. Just like him. I don't trust him. He called everybody else witches, and he won too. I mean, what is this? Witches against witches? I mean, I'm not going to be in the middle of this. I'm not going to be in the middle of this, period. All I care about is these boys getting justice. That's it. These guys getting justice. And Larry I'm not Larry, but Daryl. How we get their name mixed up? I mean, I kept saying the same thing all day. I meant to say Daryl getting justice. I don't know why I keep doing that. I remember my mom used to say, God, Daryl and Larry sound just alike. She used to say that all the time. So, but anyway, so That's all my concern is. That's it. That's all I'm concerned about. I'm not concerned about Vincent. you know. Okay, you wrote the letter. Okay. Okay, what else you want Daryl to do for you because you wrote a letter to court? What you want what else you want him to do? Invite you on his platform so that you can sell your tarot card readings for $88? You want him to tarnish his name for a letter? Either you're gonna do it or you that ain't. You know? Either you're gonna do it or you're not. That's just number one. You're gonna help the man or you're not. He gotta help you. He gotta lose his salvation because you helping him with a letter. Your letter ain't even gonna be the one that really help. It's gonna be those victims. That's it. That's it. When they go to trial. Okay. That jury, if y'all have a good jury, they're gonna be listening to those victims. They're not gonna consider you as a victim. You've been in the house the whole time, even spiritually abusing one that I know of. Since you were his right hand man. So I'm just saying, from what I heard years ago, I thought Vincent was the one had his house in the name, and I'm just trying to make it make sense, y'all. But to each his own. I wouldn't be kissing nobody, but I'm just gonna be under. I don't care. You gonna help me? You gonna help me? What I gotta do? Go to hell and play games with Satan, and me and Satan be riding in the car together for you to get to write a letter for me? Not today. I am not doing it, y'all. I'm really not doing it. You said I really thought Vincent platform was going to be different. I know, right? I was supporting, but I can't fool with tarot cards, witchcraft, divination, etc. I had to leave. This is all sad. I know, right? So, y'all, I'm actually laying down. I'm actually laying down. I need to sit up because that's why I be talking like that sometimes. So, exactly that right. That's right. I actually was thrown off because I saw something and I heard something on this platform that really grieved my spirit, and I cannot no longer support him, and I'm not going to support him. Timothy Blaine asked a valid question. He said, Timothy Blaine said, "How are you a victim?" And he got so offended and got mad and then he still was acting crazy when I think when him and St. James had an interview. He was acting crazy. He was just going crazy. Like, ain't nobody gotta believe you. Ain't nobody gotta believe you. You was in the house with Larry. You was in the house with Larry. Y'all were grown men at the time when all these kids were staying there. Ain't nobody got to believe you. You should understand that. Since you know psychology, since you crisis, soul healing, you should understand that. You shouldn't disregard people's feelings. Y'all be careful now with this man Vincent. He disregard people's feelings and opinion towards him. Come on now. We're going to say what we got to say. It is what it is. Okay, you said it seemed like they were grown lovers, and honestly, T. Hill was upset he was getting evicted, hence February of law. Exactly. All this stuff happened all at once. Where was Vincent Hill when Daryl Moore needed him at the time? Where was he? Did he keep saying, Daryl, you did some things and don't nobody want to keep hearing that. Let me tell you something. I'm not doing no reading on here, okay? But I'm reading Vincent. Okay. So let's talk about this, y'all. Okay. So y'all remember the situation happened with Daryl and Larry, right? Y'all remember this, right? All right. Let's go back. Let's rewind. Let's go back, right? So Vincent brings up, oh, you did some things and you went too far. He just kept telling Daryl that. Daryl don't want to hear that. And I never said that to Daryl, and not going to say that to Daryl, right? So, but let me go back. Let's rewind back, right? Let's rewind all the way back. Let's get back where we need to be, right? So, y'all remember all the stuff that had happened, right? Before Daryl had the accusers on his platform, right? All this stuff had happened then. Soon as Daryl invite the accusers on his platform, what do Larry do? Try to sue Daryl. I'm not mistaken. I think the statute of limitations are almost up on that situation. What happened with him and Daryl before Daryl invited those accusers on his platform. So for me to say, the reason why I'm saying this is because we know Larry Reid's intentions of suing Daryl. It had nothing to do with what he did before the accusers got on the platform. Oh, so y'all don't know how narcissists work, right? A narcissist work, right? Y'all don't know how manipulators work. People that work witchcraft, magic, y'all don't know how. So what he did was he tried to sue Daryl. Well, he actually did, right? But there was a mediation. So he did that at the round about the same time he invited the accusers on his platform, right? Y'all already know. So he did that to manipulate the crowd, to manipulate us, and to bring forth I put this way, to intimidate Daryl Moore's followers, and to convince his followers that he's not guilty. So he was working magic and spells then. If y'all, okay. So y'all think somebody got to stir it up? Yeah, okay. So that's what he was doing then. He was manipulating the crowd. He was manipulating the audience to think that he was not guilty of these crimes, and to intimidate those that were, following Daryl, that was out here helping Daryl and the victims tell their story. Yeah, that's why he did it. Because if he really cared about his life and his safety and all this stuff, he would have done it before he even got these people, these accusers on Daryl Moore's platform. I'm just trying to make it make sense. I'm just trying to make it make sense because it's not making any sense. So now Larry Reid is pissed off now, and Conscious TV pissed off. Oh, that don't have anything to do with this. That don't have anything to do with that. Okay. We gonna see. But it does. It has something to do with it. Because that's the only reason why Larry sued him. In my opinion. That's the only reason why Larry sued Daryl Moore at the beginning. It wasn't about his safety or about his protection and all this other stuff he was talking about, or whatever the case may be. It was about these accusers, and it's always been. I told Daryl, I said, Daryl, you're a mandate reporter, and that's what you are. You have every right. So, and then Vincent comes along and cling to Daryl. That was disturbing. It don't became more disturbing than ever. That somebody that is a predator, alleged predator, just like Larry, attach itself to Daryl because he's trying to make a plea deal with the feds. I'm gonna keep saying that. All right, that's what it looked like to me. He trying to find a safe place to hide. He put safe space, right? I'm gonna say safe place to hide. But I'm just saying that's what it looked like to me. And so it is what it is. He's not no one that Jeff would have in relationship with Larry, and all of a sudden, he broke his heart or whatever. No, this man was actually in the house 20 years ago, 20 something years ago, living with Larry and Larry's wife, having sex with Larry, doing it with Larry. They even came up with a name for a Larry live show together. Come on now. Got to make this make sense. I'm just saying, you said first, Vincent said Daryl went too hard and now doing an exactly. That's what I'm saying. He said Daryl went too hard. Now doing the interview, Vincent and other people said as if Vincent wasn't saying. Man, oh Jesus, that's what I'm saying. Then you got people saying Daryl this, Daryl that. We told Daryl not to do this. We told Daryl not to do that. No, Daryl is doing what Daryl need to do. Daryl is a man. And Daryl's doing what Daryl needs to do. Okay? We got these witches and these warlocks trying to cling to him at this time. And these prophets ain't proud of that. They trying to cling to him. He's a witch. Just like CTV. He's an eBay witch. He called Cousins a Tamar witch. He's an eBay witch. YouTube witch. A Family Dollar witch. That's what he is. A Family Dollar witch, because he didn't say nothing that we can just tell him like, come on now, really? Really? Some of this stuff is just so simple to read. It's so simple. It's so simple to read. I don't get it. Why people need to call on some of these Family Dollar witches and warlocks and stuff like that, and these prophetess witches and stuff. Exactly that part. He calling everybody else witches and stuff. He want himself, and I do agree with that with conscience. That he did say that right, but now he'll witch himself. Y'all can't do that. Y'all can't fight fire with fire like that. Not in that way. You got two cheap witches out here fighting against each other. All right, so what he have done is pulled us in. He don't grafted us in to feel sorry for him. Right? So then when he does that, then he has other intentions, right? Because he wants us to help him, right? And take care of him. That's what they do. This whole ordeal been about his emotions. If he can get y'all tied up in y'all emotions, y'all will be sowing hundreds and $200, $400, $500. That's why I had to guard my heart. When people start talking about trauma and sexual abuse, and I had to guard my heart. Because some people use this stuff right here just to deceive people. Come on now. That's how they open. Y'all, I don't want to get deep in it because I'm telling you, this is how the enemy plays with people's minds. When they're vulnerable. That to first start telling you a sad story. That's what they do. That's what he did. Start telling this sad story. And then all of a sudden to get us to be open. See, they have to open us wide open first. That's how these preachers do you. These false prophets. They get you open first. And that's how they get you. Oh, I went through the same thing. Yeah, there are some devils that went through the same thing. Yep. Yeah, these devils. Predators. Yeah. Okay. I'm just saying. Y'all be careful. All these emotions flying. All of this sexual, emotional stuff flying on the internet and on his page. Come on now. He go to laughing. Then he play like he crying. Then he get like something funny. Then doing the tarot card. Daryl allowed me to do this. Do what? Because you ain't doing that. That's $88. You You said, I really enjoyed this live. You're saying so much that's on my mind. Exactly that part. This is crazy. I'm not into this stuff. I'm not into witches and warlocks. I had too many fights with them anyway. I had too many fights with them. I'm just saying. I don't had too many fights with witches. Okay? Too many fights with these witches and warlocks. They want to burn candles. They want to burn and burn your feet. They want to burn your clothes and hair and all this stuff because they can't have their way because they jealous. He go doing tarot card reading. You go from preaching and prophesying to tarot card reading and trying to hypnotize people. Come on now. When you talk about, you guys got to be very careful. Guard your heart. Guard your heart. You got to be careful when people open you up like that, especially those that have not healed from their traumas. Be very careful because you'll be swayed to the right and you'll be swayed to the left. You'll be easily to be deceived. Okay? So be very careful when people open you up like that. They be talking about their trauma. You be like, oh, I went through the same thing. Oh, like, come on, really? Guard your heart. Please guard your heart. Listen to that person, but guard your heart. Don't be telling them, especially somebody that reading tarot cards and doing witchcraft and all this other, stuff like that. Be very careful what you say and how you respond, okay? You ain't got to tell people your trauma you don't went through. Be careful. I want y'all to sit back and listen to some of these people. That's what preachers do. Preachers play on your emotions. These false prophets, they play on your emotions. Okay, and so this whole ordeal right here has opened people up, and they're open and don't even know how to get sold back up. They don't even know how to get sold back up, and then he's opened people sexually too as well. This is demonic. Okay, this is demonic all within itself. Okay, this is deception, and I don't care who like it, who love it, or whatever. This whole thing is deception. He's trying to gain our pocketbooks. That's what he's trying to gain. He's trying to gain our sympathy, trying to gain recognition, trust. He's trying to blind us from the fact that he was the one in the house with Larry Reid, walking with Larry Reid. He was Larry Reid's right-hand man. They started the Larry Reid show together. He's trying to blind us with our emotions. Okay? So there it is. That's what he's trying to gain. Okay? He's a liar. Okay? And the truth ain't in him. Tell me he got a memory block. Let's go ahead. Let's try to make you remember what happened in that house. You're overgrown, man. Just overgrown. I'm just sick of it. This whole thing just tarot card reading over my buddy Daryl. Like, come on, what we do this at? Really? This man is going through a lot. That's all you can do is do a tarot card, a cheap Piggly Wiggly tarot card reading. Really? This is crazy. Exactly. I'm gonna take a look at that movie right there. It might be on Netflix too, or even Tubi. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in the window, you guys. Y'all make sure y'all go take a look at that movie right there. Y'all Vaughn posted a movie. Make sure you guys go look at that movie, okay? You said I was over there listening to those videos and comments, and the witchcraft start off subtle. It's come on, Shanice. They are snakes, seeking whom they may devour. They start off trying to see what you are emotionally bound by. Be very careful. Especially you going through with your husband. Your husband ain't treating you right. You went through some trauma, abuse, sexual abuse, all this stuff. When a person says sexual abuse, it opens a lot of people up. Yeah, trauma, trauma, trauma. Oh, Jesus. And so he been through sexual abuse. He say, I don't know, y'all. From my understanding, I just cannot see it. If you went through sexual abuse, why are you sexual abusing us? With talking about you love to masturbate. I'm just trying to make this a person that been sexual abused. I'm just trying to make this make sense. Stuff like that would be very sensitive for them to even talk about. Yeah, you got to make this make sense. Like, who wants to know if you're gonna masturbate? Who cares if you masturbate? I will mail you a dummy doll to your mailbox so you can keep doing what you're doing. Do it until you gonna need Viagra, and probably already taking Viagra. Shoot, all that masturbation beta he doing. Sorry, y'all. Hi, Mike. I'm just saying he got it out here on the internet, y'all. It's public information. It's over there on his channel. You guys can take a look at it. It's over there on his channel. It's a full of hot mess. You know, to those that watch porn and stuff, they may get off on stuff like that, but no, ain't that? Come on now. This is disturbing for him to say something like that. Predators talk like that. They will masturbate anywhere. Come on, they will masturbate in the bathrooms, a public bathroom. And he's not looking at how he's responding to people out here that has been traumatized or sexual abused or some type of sexual crime that don't have. He don't care. He just really don't care. He don't care. I'm freedom. Who is free? Come on now, free because they can masturbate. We got more stuff in the world going on. Just I gotta be free now. I'm free because I can. Boy, boy. If I were his mama, oh my God, Lord, I'm not your mama, but I'll be your mama today. Yeah, it was gross. Exactly. Y'all better be careful. Do y'all know that what predators do? When I was growing up, that's what predators do, you guys. And you think I want to hear that? Do I want to hear that? You happy you can masturbate? What kind of mess is this? I don't care if Daryl blocking anybody. It don't even matter to me. You can't block out how people feel. It doesn't even matter to me. You feel what I'm saying? It's not that he's blocking you guys because of the tarot card part. He's blocking you guys because of the simple fact you guys are speaking against Vincent, the one that wrote the letter for him for court. We ain't trying to get him to come against Vincent. If you want to be friends with Vincent, fine. But at the same time, we are not with the tarot card reading. We're not with that. We don't want to see that. It's just what it is, he can block whoever he want to block, it is what it is. We look up to Daryl. We look up to him to be stronger than these witches and these warlocks. Oh, you said read my previous comment. Is this the one up in the window? Oh, okay. We were over in Daryl's live warning him about it, but he said he doesn't want anyone telling him about tarot cards and witchcraft. He said he doesn't do it. Oh, he doesn't do it. Vincent did it. He is blocking whoever. Oh, he said Vincent did it. But Vincent said, he said, Daryl gave me permission to do this. And Daryl asked about his kids. So you inviting that into your life. That's inviting, right? When you ask a question to psychics and witches, you are inviting that into your life. You're welcoming that into your life. St. James said, no, he did not welcome that. He does not invite that type of familiar spirit in his life. That thing gonna get attached to your back. All right. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But at the same time, it's a sexual act. Thinker, it's a sexual act that people do privately or with their partner. It is a sexual act. But come on. Only see these predators are getting bold. Okay. Just like Larry, he was out here talking about peen and sex and all this other stuff, and people got really disturbed by it, right? So he went and hit Patreon. So he started talking, then that didn't go what he did only go for OnlyFans or something like that. That didn't go well. So only predators does stuff like that. Predators. 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 I mean, just I'm saying it because he mixing it in with Christian, the Bible, and all other kind of stuff. It's just all over the place. But there are some porn sites and stuff like that. They do that. They have their own arena, and y'all already know what's going on with that. But golly, I'm just saying, like, just out in. I mean, if you want to go ahead and do what you got to do, go ahead and do it. But don't nobody want to hear that on YouTube. You said, yeah. You said, yeah, I guess it's so. It was messed up. We were trying to help him. He said, yep, a lady told Daryl that it opens portal. Daryl didn't want to hear that on his live today. It broke my heart. I said, everyone has free will and I will. I mean, and that's what I'm telling Vincent. Daryl don't need tarot cards in his life. You already know the man is vulnerable, right? You already know he's vulnerable, and he doesn't need you, Vincent. He don't need you, period. But instead, he wants to do the same thing he did to Levante. He wants to take advantage of the weak. All right? Exactly. It's dangerous. That is so dangerous. And he calling for spirits around Daryl. Jesus. And it sure wasn't the Holy Ghost spirit guide. Y'all heard him calling the spirit for. I don't know who it was. I don't know if his ancestors, grandmama, or whatever. Y'all better be careful calling the ancestors for. Most of the ancestors you guys be calling for, these folk died as drug addicts, alcoholics, prostitutes, gang bangers, murderers. Some of them were witches. I mean, some of these people weren't good people now. Some of our ancestors wasn't good people, and we call these folk for, and you're going to get what you ask for. Okay? So be careful who you call for. Right? All right, let's see. All right, so anyway, so I just wanted to come out and just say, what I felt, about this whole situation. I just felt like, in my opinion, that he preyed on the audience. And I do think, in my opinion, that he has predatory behavior, some type of predatory behavior, and he don't want to admit to it. He want to keep saying, oh, I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. Larry did all of this. And I just, but you knew everybody liked it, Larry. You knew everybody was crazy about Larry. You knew that Larry was sleeping with other guys, and all this stuff. But you want to exclude yourself from being a predator and sexual abusing or spiritually abusing other people. I'm just done. I'm so done. You said I read for Christians clients. You said you would. Oh, I already know. Look, look, Yvonne. I already know about those Christians that goes to root workers' houses. Yes, ma'am. Okay. These pastors. They're trying to cast spells so their congregation won't leave the church. You said we only told Dara that because we care about him. I definitely do. Yeah, we all care about Dara. I most definitely care about Dara. I ain't gonna lie about that, right? I ain't gonna lie about that. And I was like, I I just know Vincent did not try to take advantage of Daryl. I was like, look, y'all. I was like, I just know Vincent did. I just know Vincent did. With those $50 tarot card. I'm done with Vincent. I sure am, because he's supposed to be this soul healing crisis. And all this person, I'm done. I'm done. This dude is out there. We don't tell Daryl that because we care about him. I definitely do. I'm not going to say anything else about it to him. He can make it his choice. No tarot cards and witchcraft for me. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to entertain it. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not going to entertain it. And that's not my forte. Thank you, Sean. That's not my forte, period. And so the question is again, what do Vincent have to gain? What do Vincent have to gain? All he did was expose himself as to be a witch. Just like his mentor. He either, I don't know which one's the mentor. I don't know if it's Larry or Vincent. I don't even know which one the mentee, Larry or Vincent. Because they had just alike. Just alike. There's nothing different about neither one of them. Okay? Thank you, Sean B. Thank you so much. Y'all, I had to come on live today just to have this talk because I don't play with witches. He trying to gain souls. He trying to gain souls. Yeah. He trying to seek out the vulnerable so he can do that tarot card reading. He opened them up with sexual abuse and physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse. He opened them up so wide to a point he said, they said, I need a reading. A reading for what? Because he can't read. The same thing he told Daryl. We could have said that. That was a $50 reading. I'm just saying. Oh, Lord have mercy. These people out here praying for Daryl. They crazy about Daryl. I ain't gonna lie, they crazy about Daryl. And I know good and well I'm a fan of Daryl and will always be. I don't care if he blocked me 5 times. I would still be a follower of Daryl. I just totally disagree with Vincent's way of doing things on his platform with the tarot card reading and also with Levantre's interview as well. It was very disturbing to me that someone that was in the house with an alleged predator would interview the victims. Okay, he was living there. He was an overgrown dude. He was in a relationship with the guy. Okay. He talking about his heart was broke. You ain't nothing happened to you. You knew he was married. You have a right not to entertain and to speak up so unsuspecting Christians are aware of Elder Error and his people blurring the lines. He said Vincent had gained followers, subscribers, money, attention, clients, vulnerable, desperate, hungry, hurting souls. And that's what predators do. They prey on vulnerable people. Okay? They prey on them. That's how Larry Reid ended up getting so many people coming to his platform. And most of some of the people came to his platform was people that were predators. Okay? What's his name? George Bloomer? He's a predator. He was a past predator or now predator or however y'all want to put it. He a predator too. Yeah. He counseled predators. That's what he counseled. People just like him, allegedly. Okay? Predators. This is sickening. All this stuff is sickening. Y'all be very careful of people doing that. Always in their emotions. And then how you gonna be so blunt about telling people about you couldn't douche and all this stuff? You opening people up to sexual immorality, mortality. Is it? Jeez, I'm just so sick. This is sickness. This is sickness. Yep, I still support Daryl. He gave the accused and victim a voice. And I'm grateful for him for that and everybody that was against him. Show trying to turn around and show trying to take. Ooh, honey, I'm so done. Take the letters. If they want to write a letter for you, let them write one for you. But Daryl has to stay in a righteous place. Because all this tarot card reading, no. No. Yeah, Vincent, I'm telling y'all, it's just something ain't right about Vincent. I just don't trust him. I don't trust him. It's just too much. It's just too much of Larry on him. Too much. They too much alike. Woo, I can't trust him, y'all. I'm just sorry. I just cannot trust him. I cannot. This is just so troubling and disturbing. I can't trust him. And I don't care to this point, what somebody think, because I'm just not, and then it was like, don't say he's not a victim. He ain't a victim. When he took part in this alleged pedophile ring, it's not no victim. Where? And then he trying to play like he forgot. Come on now. This is crazy. Exactly. This is the most like it just jeez, I think gonna talk about justice. We already know what's gonna happen with Daryl. We already know what's gonna happen with Daryl. We already know what Larry's gonna do. Larry have already tried to stop this trial, stop this court, stop it. He tried to stop it because he don't want it to be revealed. He don't want his intentions to be revealed. His motive, okay? So all that's gonna be revealed, okay? And Vincent just came in on the last end because he's trying to make a plea deal with the feds, or could I say he's trying to make a plea deal with God? He's trying to make a plea deal with God, but it's too late. It's too late. You should have made one a couple of years ago. Trying to make a plea deal with God, but I ain't finna buy it. I just cannot. Just the spirit that kept pushing me backwards, and I'm like, what is going on? Like why is up? I'm trying to support, but my homeboy Daryl, he's over there. He helping Daryl, with this, the writing for the courts, and now they gonna be a witness or whatever. Trying, but I can't. I can't. Because I got a lot of things personal going on in my life, and I don't want that on my hands. I don't want no blood on my hands. All right. He know what he's doing. Exactly that part. Now that's deep. Trying to make a plea deal with God. Exactly. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to make a plea deal with God. That's what he's trying to do. I don't care how many tarot cards you are spinning. It ain't going to work. It is not going to work. I don't care what you tell me, something I already know. That's what psychics tell you stuff that you already know. How's it benefiting you? Is it helping you to move forward? Do y'all not know there was a preacher told? Do you not know there was a preacher that told this girl that her best friend was sleeping with her man in church? And I was standing right there and watched it happen. How is that going to benefit them both? And they were friends. How is that going to benefit them? I don't know if the girl ended up killing the girl or what. I can't remember, but it's something. I think something really bad happened. It was a long time ago. I'm sitting up there in the pulpit, and I'm looking, and he tells the girl, "Do you not know that your best friend sleeping around with your?" Cause he looked at the best friend and said, "Don't you got something to tell her?" I was like, "What kind of mess is this? Divination? How is this gonna benefit these women?" I said, Lord have mercy. And they were shacking up. Come on. I was like, what? Get out of here. It said victim is someone who was harmed against their will. Exactly that part. And that's what Levante told him. Levante told Vincent that. Okay. I'm trying to see which one it is. I think it's this one.
Do you remember the times that me and you would be up late? Like in particular, like I remember the townhouse behind
the mall. Yeah.
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 So we'd be sitting. I remember being in that room. That was because your room was like across from his, right?
Correct. Yeah.
And so we would be sitting, and this is when he was dealing with Jennifer.
Correct.
And so he would be talking to Jennifer late because she was in another time zone or something.
Correct.
And then he would send you an AOL message or whatever y'all was communicating.
Yeah, AOL Messenger. Yeah.
AOL.
IM or whatever it's called. Yeah.
Yeah. He was tell you to tell me to come in the room. Do you remember that?
I don't really remember that. No. Well, I can.
Man.
The gray areas, bro. I remember blocks at this point. Yeah.
But those were some of the times, man. Like, cause like I would be, and then I don't even know if you realize this.
Yeah.
But you made it because of you made it have value. Like for me, when he started dealing with me close.
Hold on. I would tell you, you're honored. You need to favor all that kind of caring. Oh, Jesus Christ. I would give you the speech. Now, Ventre, you know the man of God, so and so and so. So you got to watch where you're going.
Y'all see this foolishness? Y'all listen to this foolishness. He's sitting there acting like he don't have a clue what's going on. He don't have a clue that Larry sent him text message to tell Levante to come over there in that room. He remembers. Vincent, he remembers. He remembers it all. These are the things that Larry Reid also blocked out of his head, his mind. Larry has a memory block too. Why is it that Vincent and Larry don't remember the same things? Come on now. They don't remember the same things. I mean, ain't nobody no fool here. I'm not finna be playing around with victims. I'm not a fool here. Okay? Gotta make it make sense. Gotta make it make sense. That's it. You're gonna put your masturbation and all your dishing your bottom out here in public spaces publicly. Why don't you just go ahead and tell us the truth about what really happened in that house? Because it looked like me, a predator trying to figure out what the victim remembers. This is disgusting. You said, listen, when you have down the spiritual attack, you have to deal with spiritual warfare. Ain't nothing to brush off. Exactly that part. That part. Daryl, the ball is in Daryl's court, and Daryl have to realize this. The ball is in his court. Daryl got this. He don't need tarot card readings. He don't need none of this. God is going to bless Daryl just for his stance on righteousness, of being righteous. So I'm not saying he's holy, but I'm saying he's righteous. He's standing on what's right. Okay? Just because he went to the to the length of helping these victims, God is going to bless him for that. And everybody, all these witches and warlocks trying to pull on his coattail. Everybody that was in Larry's camp look like they don't attach themselves to Daryl. This is horrible. Like, it's just so horrible. Like, I mean, you comment in my chat. You can do whatever you want to do. You can do all this stuff, but we ain't gonna be eating bread together. Okay? We ain't gonna be drinking tea together. Okay? We ain't gonna be doing none of that stuff. Okay? After you don't went out here publicly and showed yourself to be a witch and a warlock. Okay? But you can comment in my chat. You can do whatever you want to do. Okay? But all this befriend and we meeting each other and all this stuff, if you want to help me out, write a letter, yeah, good. And see, that's how Daryl should be. Daryl got power when he don't even know it. I wouldn't be, since he did me a favor, do him a favor. That ain't no favor. You inviting unfamiliar spirits in your life. How about he give you some money? Tell him to drop some bread on your channel. That's what he need to do. Since he trying to make a plea deal with God. See, can he buy his way out of hell? I'm just saying, I'm sick of this dude over here talking about some crisis, and all that, calling folk witches, and he won too. Looking like Larry. Looking just like that. Larry said, my spirit is in you. I can't. And he thought we gonna actually think I'm just gonna be like, okay, he revealed Larry on it. I just had to sit back. Something just kept pushing me back from him because I was just like, man, something ain't right, Like, Lord, just something ain't right. I was like, wait a minute, hold on now. Hey, we protecting another predator or what? An alleged predator, PPP. I'm just saying. In the house with them dudes. He said Lovey been exposed for cheating on his wife. ETC, I know it's off topic. I'm glad you brought that over here. He's been exposed for cheating on his wife, ETC. They all be cheating. All them Africans be cheating. All them foreigners be cheating. And then not one good under the sun. Not one. Not one, honey. They love different women, honey. They are the most weakest men I ever seen in my life. Out here preying on women. That's all they do. Some of them prey on women. They just the weak. That is the sickest. And then they want to call women the weakest link, but they out here breaking up homes and all this stuff, and Jesus, preying on vulnerable women and stuff. Come on now, they the weakest as a $2 bill. He said he already done blessed him. He's still alive. Exactly that part. He is. Yep, the Lord blessed him. He had I think it was an anxiety attack or something. I'm not sure, but it wasn't a heart attack. But Daryl had, kind of, got sick in court, and they had to be rushed to the hospital or something. But Daryl said it wasn't a heart attack at all, period. And I think Constantine was just over exaggerating that part. Daryl is dealing with too many people, and he tell everything that is happening in his life that is very dangerous. Please read my previous comment. You know what, Shanice? You always said it. Let's see. Okay. I always miss your comment. Okay. You say, yes, that's crazy. Vincent remembers everything, but will help heal the soul healing that those victims need. Dang. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy, Shanice? You don't remember nothing that happened in the house to those boys. You see how he immediately just he rejected, he was like, no, I don't remember that. But I remember me cooking them eggs for Larry, put a little pepper in it, and hot sauce. You remember 20 years ago, you remember that, but you can't remember this. Come on now. You most definitely wasn't traumatized by it. Hold on, let me see. Exactly, CTT. I know, right? He over there. I'm just like looking like they over there celebrating somebody having a heart attack. And by this time tomorrow, they may have one. Come on now. These folks are bold. They got the balls to be talking about somebody having a heart attack. Yeah, that's what everybody thought. But I haven't seen him reveal nothing that happened in the house to these boys. The only thing he revealing is what happened with him and Larry. That's all I ever heard. I haven't heard nothing about Levante or the other guys. I never heard him talk about that. Cause he told Levante he doesn't remember. And y'all heard the recording. He said he don't remember Larry even texting him, telling him, "Hey, can you send Levante over here to my room to sit on my lap?" He ain't said nothing. He don't remember. All he remember is him and Larry relationship. That's all he remembers. You don't remember nothing about these boys. So that's how I feel like you can't trust them. He don't have nothing to say. I don't want to hear it. If you don't know what happened to Levante and them boys, I don't even want to listen to you. I don't even want to see you. You up there doing tarot card reading on people. You just trying to get St. James on your show so you can get views, and then Daryl on your show so you can get views and do a tarot card reading. You don't care about them victims. Care nothing about them victims. All you care about is yourself. Yeah, he was dehydrated. Yeah, that's what he said. He said he was dehydrated. Yep. He said he was dehydrated. He said, I was so worried when people kept saying Daryl had a heart attack, and I'm so glad that he's okay. Exactly that part. We were so worried about Daryl. Vincent won't admit to remember what happened because he would incriminate him. Exactly. Accessory to a crime. Exactly. He would incriminate himself. I'm going to leave that up there, honey. We need to leave that up there all night, all night, all night. Vincent said, I don't remember. These dang predators, honey, they be sure preying on these people, these weak, vulnerable people. You ain't finna prey on me, honey. The devil is a lie today, honey. I've been hurt too, and we all been hurt. But you ain't finna open me up. Honey. You finna open me up and put a knife in my back. No, sirree. Nah. Invite them dang unfamiliar spirit. That's what the unfamiliar spirit wants. Vulnerable souls. That's is how they live and thrive. If off emotional vulnerable souls. Come on now. The unfamiliar spirits. People be losing their loved ones, be going to these necromancers. They be so hurt. They miss their loved ones so much. They go to necromancers. They be like, can you let me see my papa again? Can you let me see my papa? I miss my papa so bad. I miss it so bad. I'm so. That's how they get them. Y'all ever heard of people going to see necromancers and conjure up their family members, and all of a sudden when they conjure them up, they can't get rid of the spirit? Because some of their family members was nothing but demons and went straight to hell. Come on now. Y'all better make this make sense, honey. No, he don't care nothing about Daryl. He don't care about Levante. You talking to a victim that been sexual assaulted or groomed or whatever so case may be. Talking to a victim like that. How you gonna talk to a victim like that of his predator or his abuser? You sitting there telling him what his abuser used to do to you in the butt. Boy, you don't sit your mentally ill butt down somewhere. Come on now, y'all better make this make sense. Ain't no real counselor in their right mind will sit here and say Vincent is right. Come on now, only person would say Vincent right is predators themselves. Come on now, I'm just saying this is nasty, out of order. He need to get his mind right. You gonna bring something out, bring it out. Do a separate live on your tarot card reading. Ain't nobody want to hear you hurt by Larry. Then you got Levantry on there. Then you talking about how Larry used to have sex with you. You used to go to the bedroom and all this stuff. Come on now. What am I want to hear? I'm just saying. This is nasty, y'all. Yeah, Vincent been lying the whole time. This is disturbing. People is not sitting up here lying on this man. I'm not sitting here lying. Everybody sees it. Even St. James see it. St. James see it too. Everybody see it. Even Timothy Blank. Everybody see this stuff. Come on now. Timothy Blank. He mad too. Sean David Wade. Everybody mad. Come on now. Make it make sense. You got to make this make sense. Not making sense. You know. You ain't exposed anything. Because you already said you was a same sex lover. You know. Exposed nothing yet. He ain't exposed nothing yet. All he talking about how him and Larry used to have sex. I was like, Lord, here we go again. Here we go again. He messing, and I thought I was the only. How you think you were the only one? This is, oh my God. Now this is just delusional. This whole thing is delusional and deceptive. He's sitting here telling us that he thought he was the only one. We're looking at him like, dude. So evidently you told Larry you wanted to be the only one. You can't be the only one or else you're going to leave. Okay. I'm so tired. Oh my God. This dude is crazy. Exactly. You guys got to look at these videos that this man have done and just listen to him. He's sitting here talking about, you know, trying to teach us and counsel us at the same time. He trying to tell his testimony. I was like, man, we don't want to hear that. Sexual abuse. This is what sexual abuse mean. Cause he trying to make y'all believe that he was sexually abused. He was spiritually abused. That's why he keep throwing them definitions up there. He keep throwing all this stuff. I was like, what? Is you gonna tell your testimony or you gonna teach us? What you trying to do? You trying to teach us or what you doing? Yeah, he just need to separate the two. Like you start talking about Larry, you opening up people that have been traumatized and stuff. Like, come on, you gotta get that together. You remind me of Tyler Perry show. Y'all know that show Tyler Perry did. What was it? With Whoopi Goldberg in there, all that sexual abuse and all that stuff was going on in the show, and then he left us open. Come on now, that remind me of. And Lord have mercy. He's so messy. When he get out here, get your degrees, get your something. Go and go to school. Do something. God, this is troubling. Like this is too much, man. Oh, Jesus. All right, you guys. Let me get off here, y'all. I've been on here too long. I've been on here an hour and 33 minutes. I don't want to be on here too much. But we said what we had to say. You know, we already said where he gained from all of this. He gained our souls. That's it. Just like Larry. That's just like that, Larry. He gained our trust. Yeah. So he can manipulate us and deceive us into thinking that he's better than Larry. But he's no better than Larry. And he's no better than Conscious TV. Wasn't he at the Reformation Conference? This ain't like this happened years ago. I think he just stopped being friends with Larry. So I'm just saying, make it make sense. This is troubling. So troubling. Exactly that part. You can't take it back. What you got to lose? Nothing. But you can gain more truth and more wisdom. That's it. I owe no man anything. And Daryl should feel the same way too. He owe no man anything. You folk trying to get on his coattail because they're making a plea deal with God. That's all that is. But this right here is trouble. This 2024. And it's about to go down. This is about to go down. Somebody's getting ready to beg anyway. Beg like Keith Sweat. The one that's out here trying to cast spells over God's people. Better start begging like Keith Sweat. Okay? I don't play with people that they operating in the witchcraft, manipulation, all this stuff. Now, we ain't finna be playing. You ain't play that. You are not going to play with my mind. I love my mind. I love it to death. And thank God for my dad's DNA. I ain't gonna lie. My auntie. You start trying to control my mind, I got a problem with that. I got this, the little sensors on cars. I got a sensor. It'll let me know when somebody trying to control my mind and trying to brainwash me. Try to reel me in through my emotions. Come on now. Let's make it make sense. Now, I want some of you guys to pray that God will guard your heart and cover you in this season. Because these false prophets and these not false witches, but these witches and warlocks are trying to graft you in through your emotions. And I pray that the Lord protect you. And I pray that the Lord will fight for you. All right? The Bible says in Psalms 35, fight those that fight against me, O Lord. That's what it says. Read Psalm 35. Psalm 35 is going to be your Psalms throughout this whole entire year against all these witches and warlocks. All right? It's time to weaken their power. All right? Ain't nobody got time for this foolishness. I can see through a grape. Okay? I'm no joke. Okay? I'm no joke. I can see through a grape. Okay? So, I see you. Okay? And I ain't on nobody's side but the Lord's side. Okay? And I just got to tell you like it is. I'm not going to be like, see, that's what the witches do. They'll grab people, like celebrities to try to sell their product, right? That's what they try to do, to sell their products. So they grab Daryl. He's a popular person on YouTube. They grab St. James. He's a popular person on YouTube to advertise his witchery, to advertise his tarot card readings. Y'all better be careful. I know some of y'all don't been to college and they should have taught y'all about commercials and how they do it. Come on now. How they use celebrities to market their products. And that's what he was doing to Daryl and St. James. Trying to market his products. Trying to market tarot card readings. Try to pretend to be this superficial source. Right? Which he ain't nothing but a $7 tarot card reader. Okay? Y'all better make this make sense. Because this wasn't about Daryl. This was about him. Marketing. Strategy. I wouldn't help him market nothing. Not no tarot card. Devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. Exactly. The truth stands. That's it. I mean, we're gonna continue to still support Daryl, but this Vincent guy, nah, not today. Not me. Y'all can, but I'm not. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna stand right here on my side and do what I gotta do and keep praying for Daryl. And that's it. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for Daryl. That's it. That's my assignment. Daryl, not Vincent. Not Larry Reid and not conscious. Period. Not conscious. But so y'all, I tell you the truth. I don't know what's going on between Conscious and Vincent, but Conscious did a video on Vincent. And it was just too much. I swear it was too much. But I don't trust him either. But he's being deceived anyway. Oh, buddy, there. But to each his own. To each his own. But anyway, so I'm done for the night, and it's 1:40. Okay, I'm done for the night. It's 1:40. It's an hour and 40 minutes. I want you guys to hit the like button on your way in. I want you to hit the like button on your way out. I want you guys to look through the videos of Vincent Hill. I want you guys to always take notes when people are talking to you guys. Be careful not to open up to someone so quick and fast. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay? Especially when you know someone is been hanging around an alleged predator. And y'all gonna let him read y'all. He gonna read y'all draws off y'all butt. Okay? So don't play with me. Y'all don't play with me today. I'm telling you, don't play with me. Don't come for me. Okay? Do not come for me. Don't come for me. Ain't nobody no fool. You think I let him ride my children? The devil is a lie. He talking about Larry. Now you too, buddy. All y'all was in that house. You think I'll trust your Marco and Kendall? Kendall quiet like he AHAD type child. You think I'll let him know? No, we ain't doing that today. Okay? No, these people are alleged. They are alleged predators. Okay? You think I'll be like, no. I don't care how many testimonies they come out with, or they tell on Larry or whatever. They just making a plea deal with God. That's all they're doing. The judgment is coming. James 2 and 13. Come on now. You better read it. James 2 and 13. All right. I know I've been gone a long time, y'all, but I've been gone a few days because I had a lot of deaths in my family. Like, not my immediate. Well, my immediate, but not my immediate. My immediate, part of my immediate, not my immediate. And I was still like grieving my nephew, and then my uncle passed away before he passed away. So I had a death after a death. And so sometimes when you don't grieve properly, you can have a setback. So that's what happened to me. I had a setback. Okay. And so I have to learn to grieve properly. And sometimes I just kind of walk straight through it, but we have to learn that there's nothing wrong with grieving. There's nothing wrong with it. It's okay. Because you can't escape grief. You cannot. There's just something you cannot escape. So that's what been going on. And I also had another death in my family too as well. But it was how many deaths? 4 or 5? I think it was like 5 deaths so far. From February all the way now. So it's been at least 5 deaths. And then mom went back to the hospital. Yeah, you know what? Thank you so much, Yvonne. Thank you, Shanice. Yeah, right. Mike Moore, you said you didn't know Levante was married. Yes, he's married. And then guess what? You guys need to watch that interview with Levante and Vincent. Okay, y'all go watch that video. Let me tell you, that's not support him. Y'all just watch and just see what's going on, right? So, go watch the video. And y'all gotta listen, like more than trying to be entertained. Stop being entertained. Some of you guys want to be entertained, but you guys have to be listeners too. Okay. So anyway, so back to Mike Moore comment. So he said, I didn't know Levante was married. You guys also in that interview that he did with Levante, Vincent did with Levante. Vincent asked Levante, was he married? Y'all, I'm so done. Y'all, Levante moved to Atlanta with them. Y'all so done. Vincent need to stop his mess. Vincent need to stop his mess. Okay, Vincent need to stop his this memory block. Y'all, I am so done. Y'all, he asked me, he said, what kind of y'all go watch it, y'all. Y'all gotta watch it. Vincent got a memory block on Levante. I'm telling you, this man got a memory block on Levante. These people been married for some years now. They met in the church that he was preaching and prophesying. Prophesy, Papa. Prophesy, Papa. He told me he don't know nothing about Levante getting married and all. Boy, if he don't sit his memory block. I'm so y'all, I am so done, y'all. Y'all, I am so done. This dude is crazy. We're gonna put that back up there. Mike, your buddy Vincent said he did not know Levante was married. And the couple met in this church that he was preaching and prophesying. Prophesy, Vincent. Prophesy. I'm so done. Y'all, but look, y'all may let him play y'all a fool. Cause he writing that letter to the court for Daryl. But I don't care what he writing to the court for Daryl. You even play me no fool. You act like you got a memory block, like you don't remember that, like you about 80 years old sitting up there interviewing folks. You only remember when you used to feed Larry grapes. That's all you remember. We used to stretch Larry back. We used to take those Q-tips and clean Larry ears out. That's all you remember. I'm so done, y'all. Y'all better make this make sense. I'm telling you, Mike. I'm telling you. Go watch that video, Mike. Oh my God, I'm so done. He was living in the house with Larry. And then Levante's wife was also part of the ministry too before Levante got there. She's a bit older than Levante. Y'all didn't know that? She was part of that team too. Y'all better make this make sense. Come on now. He's sitting there talking about, acting like he just Dumb and Dumber. I don't know. I don't know. Like, really? What kind of mess is this? Yes. Yes, Mike. That guy, I'm telling you, he full of it. He full of holes, okay? And his lies is seeping right out of him, too. Nothing but a liar, in my opinion. All this alleged, y'all, but it's the truth. This man was in the house with this man when these folk was living there. And the wife, too. And so he just, man, y'all better go find out what's going on with Vincent, y'all, because something going on with his memory. Either he going into Alzheimer's or dementia. Y'all find out what's going on with this man, huh? So we got to find out what's going on. All right. Because y'all better listen. Y'all being entertained. Y'all better listen. He said, I meant Vincent seemed interested in St. James relationship. You know what, Yvonne? Somebody else said the same identical thing. That Vincent was trying to get St. James to reveal his relationship status. Vincent, now St. James, absolute, y'all, St. James responded with such integrity. I was like, I'm like, okay, St. James, do it, St. James. Do it, St. James. I was like, there you go, St. James. And he was so humbled. Like, he was so humbled. And he was not playing with Vincent's spirit. Like, he knows Vincent's spirit is already all over the place. Exactly, that part. St. James ain't no joke. You hear me? St. James said, really? You ain't gonna fool me today. St. James. St. James, I tell you. I'm sitting over there, and then when Vincent, not Vincent, God, when St. James, I don't know why I keep doing that, saying Vincent. All right, so St. James asks Vincent a question. Vincent always he starts deflecting, or he'll try to start trying to explain first in a like a parable way, parabolictic way. I put it that way. He tried to start instead of being direct, he would go around the mountain on top of the hill before he answered the question. Y'all notice that? Man, St. James was on it. St. James was on him, and you can tell that St. James was in agreement with the spirit. I'm just gonna be honest, he was in agreement with the truth, put it that way. He was in agreement with the truth. Like I keep telling y'all now, some of these folks out here, they ain't with all that foolishness now. They're not. Now hey, come on now, they ain't. And we ain't no fool over here. Okay. St. James is okay. Vincent is over there playing in people's faces. Exactly that part. What they call it is selective memory. Okay. This is what Gloria's saying. He only select the memory that he wants to remember. He told his subconscious man, "Oh, don't pull that one out. Don't pull that one out today. Let's leave that one right there. Let's leave all that pedophilia and all that stuff back there. Okay? But we're gonna pull this one out. We're gonna play the victim card today. So let's pull that memory out." So don't play with me. I'm just here. Don't play with me over here because I'm not with it. Predators prey on vulnerable people. And I'm not with it today. Oh yeah, my phone ringing. What kind of mess is this? The devil is a liar. Okay. St. James wanted clarity and not BS. Exactly. He wanted clarity. Exactly. Exactly, he was. See, that's how, when you so used to being a false prophet and stuff like that, when you so used to being a false prophet, that's what happened. You learn how to manipulate people. Yeah, false prophets praise. They are predators too. False prophets are predators. Okay, they prey on their victims. Okay, they learn. They're skilled at it. They learn how to talk around questions and oh Jesus, man, my phone just keep ringing. I should have made sure I turned that part off, but apparently I didn't. Okay, Vincent is over there playing in people's face. So yep, it takes too long. Exactly. It's just crazy. It doesn't make any sense. Like he just walk around the question like, oh, like I'll get back to that in a few minutes, but let me explain this first. Like no, be direct. That's why I had put in St. James chat. Just answer the question, Vincent. Why you always gotta deflect? And I mean like just answer the question. Be honest. Just be honest and just answer the question. Let us get on with our breakfast and lunch for the day. Like that. Yeah, I don't like when preachers be talking like that. It just, it bothers me. Like, they be like saying, they be changing the, look, they be changing words all the time, changing definitions of words, and they be making words sound so mystical. They be adding ly or cal to every word they say. Be careful with that too. Before we start spellbinding. Okay. You said thinker, I love him. Exactly. St. James, he did that. Now I ain't gonna lie about that. Now that interview with Vincent, he did that one, and I applaud him for that. And he stayed in his character. He stayed firm. He didn't move. He wasn't shaking. That's how you gotta be, because when people get you, see, he tried to get St. James in his emotions. That's what he tried to do. See, when they do that, they try to get power over you. And see, at that point when him and Daryl Moore did the live together, Daryl Moore was already in his emotion. He had already been sick. The man was dehydrated, he fainted, and stuff like that. So they gave him opportunity to say, boom, let me jump in here. No, he should know better. If he care about victims or whatever, why would you do Daryl like that? That's the diamonds. The diamonds. I know, right? People won't even realize that the person never answered the question that exactly that part. That's why I had put y'all go back to that video that been missing in. Y'all will see. I don't know if somebody deleted or what, but y'all will see. I put in the comments, just answer the question, Vincent. God. That's how you know when people are hiding things from. That's how you know. That's how you know. That's why sometimes I don't like to be deep sometimes, because sometimes you try to be deep, you're going to lose people. Like, you're a loser. You be out in Mars. They still on Earth. And we all over there in Mars. Like, let me get back here. Let me get back down to Earth. But they be, woo, Jesus. Lord have mercy. Yeah, he really actually need help. He needs some help. He needs some big help. Trying to be like Larry. Like, oh, Larry, I started your show. I'm the one. Y'all see what he doing? He doing the same thing Larry did. Remember, he said he created the Larry Reid show, so he doing the same thing Larry did. So he the one put that thing together. Come on now. They both plotted. Let's act like we holy whores or holy people. Let me put it that way. Let's act like we holy people to treat the Christians, y'all. Come on now. That's what they did. They tricked us. They tricked all of us. They tricked us, y'all. Bamboozle. Him and Larry. Oh, no, I really don't think he is. I don't think he's healed from Larry. I don't think he's healed from him and Larry's breakup. But all that other trauma he say he went through, I don't know nothing about that. I don't see nothing like that in him. I don't see nothing. Him and Larry had plotted to prey on people's spirit together. He trying to say, Larry the one did it. Larry did it. Man, get out of here. You did it too. And then he gonna say, I don't took accountability for my actions. I don't took accountability for my action. We trying to make a plea deal with God? I ain't gonna take that plea deal, baby. No plea deal. You're sentenced to life without parole. Without parole. Lock them up, Satan. Y'all know God got control over Satan. Satan waiting on that soul. No, he waiting on Vincent. Yep, so true. I had said, wait, Vincent's platform is Larry 2.0. 2.0. I thought I put it on stream. Why is it taking so long to get up on the stream? I don't know. Okay. 2.0 with a little less scandal, in my opinion. 3.0 with a little less scandal, in my opinion. That's the same cloth. Exactly. It's the same cloth. It's the same cloth. He just like Larry. Just like Larry. Ain't nothing different. Ain't nothing different about it. I can't even compare, because it's the same. There's nothing to compare. They are the same. The same person. The Larry had already said his spirit is in him. I am so done, y'all. This whole thing is sickness. I am so done. Oh, that's good. He got a little recording of Larry and stuff like that, but still, something just ain't right about this whole picture. I don't trust him. I just cannot. And you know, y'all may like it or love it or whatever, but I don't trust him at all. Period. I don't trust him. They do. Remember, he was around Larry the whole time. I think even a Reformation conference. I think he mentioned that too as well. So come on now, this stuff is still fresh with him hanging around with Larry. This ain't no 2016 breakup. Come on now. The first thing he came out and said, I created Larry Reid show and he owed me money. Come on now. And to my me and Levante went through the same thing. Boy, your boy was overgrown. You and Levante weren't even the same age. Levante about 13, 14 years old while y'all was up there grown. Full grown. Man. I mean, this is ridiculous. So ridiculous. Okay. I tried to support it, but I can't. I'm staying away. Yeah, okay, you guys. So those that wants to stay away and you know the Lord is telling you to stay away, just stay away. I mean, it is what it is. You know, you don't have to debate within yourself. You know, if you know that there's just something you don't indulge in, just don't. I mean, it is what it is. You know, you can't go wrong walking holy. You know, you can't go wrong. You know, it is what it is. I mean, it ain't gonna do you no good. Cause all they gonna do is tell you the same thing you already know. Vincent said he won. He won what? He didn't win nothing. What he won? A prize out the Cracker Jack box. Oh my God. He didn't win nothing. Won what? He trying to take the shine away from Daryl and these victims. That's all he's trying to do. But I rebuke that. We're gonna rebuke that. I ain't stand that Vincent. Period. He's so selfish at this time. He's selfish. So selfish. Very selfish. Trying to take then sit here on a platform like he 10 years old talking about him and Larry's sexual relationship to a victim. The devil is a lie. Nasty. That's the nasty you want to be. Yeah. Larry exposed. He exposed too. Oh dang. I got it. Oh. Y'all, I am getting texts while I'm on live. I gotta text this right quick. This is business. Oh, Jesus. Did it get through? All right. And he just did it because he was pissed off. But anyway, he ain't really exposed enough for me to say, okay, he exposed. You know. Somebody said he exposed himself and opened himself up wide. Well, how do you, man? It's a lot of gay folks out here exposing themselves. Come on now, like really? Larry didn't deny he was in a relationship with Vincent. He told the truth. He told the truth he was. You know, but the thing is, they both was in on it though. They were both in on this little game. Let's stay holy. Like, come on. Thank you for going live this evening. Exactly. Let me get off this live. I've been on here 2 hours. Y'all gonna keep me talking. I ain't finna be talking all night. Yeah, I gotta get off this live. It's 9:49. All right, you guys, let's get off this live. You know what? Let me see. Should I play Vincent little tarot card reading again? Let's play the little tarot card reading again that he gave Daryl Moore. Right? This little funky, piggly wiggly, cheap tarot reading. I'm so done with Vincent. Vincent needs to sit his butt down somewhere. He want this popularity so bad and all this. Man, y'all better stop supporting these predators and stuff like that. Y'all stop supporting these predators. Stop supporting these predators, huh? These are predators. Predators, straight predators. Preying on the people, false prophets. That's what it is. False prophets, they prey on people. That's what they do. All right, you guys know that this is alleged, and this is all in my opinion and my spiritual beliefs. All right? I don't do tarot card reading. Okay? And that's how we're going to do that. Right?
To sow $10, I would appreciate that. And I'm gonna be asking throughout the show, so I appreciate that, guys. All right, Daryl Moore. Now, here's what we're gonna do. I've never done this before.
Okay. Me either.
So what we're gonna do? I got Daryl's consent to do this. Okay, I'm not sideswiping him. We're gonna let the cards. Thank you, Fresh Strawberries. We're gonna let the cards lead us in the conversation, all right? All right. This about to be this. All right,
let me get a drink.
Spirit, what do you have for us to talk about?
Yeah, buddy.
All right, I'm gonna do one more time, and we're gonna pull. Me too, the Good Hood Project. Me too. Me too. Because I believe that a lot of times, even though, oh shoot, all right. The first card, the Six of Wands. Now, for me, the Six of Wands is a promotion card. All right, this is the Six of Wands when people see you, they recognize the hard work you've been doing. Okay, the Justice card came up. Now, hold on. Okay, let me calm down. But the Justice card came up, and then the Eight of Wands came up when things move quick. So let me just say something to you, Daryl. Now, oh boy. Thank you, guys. Somebody, thank you. I'm not going to call your names out, but I'm seeing that you guys are sewing. Thank you very much. Let me say this for you, Daryl. I don't care what happens in the future. Justice is going to be public for you. And it's going to be quick. It's going to be quick. Don't you worry about nothing, okay? Don't you worry about nothing. Now, we're going to talk because, and Daryl already know I'm going to ask him about this because, now, Daryl, word on the street is you did some really questionable things, and you're moving, and we're going to be careful how we talk about it. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. But let me say this. It's going to be public, and it's going to be seen, and you're going to get justice, okay? All right? So let's get into it.
Love you too.
Let's get into it. How it seems like you have been, and for the sake of legal things, we won't name any names right now unless you want to. Out of all the people that have spoken out, spoken up, and said the things, you are the one that has been picked on legally. Why do you feel like that's the case?
It's not how many people listen to you, it's who listens to you. And when your voice carries weight, it scares evil people. Not talk, because from the